Good morning and welcome to another weekly workout. I was thinking spring must be on its way soon, but in fact we've had quite a snowy night here in Jersey, so I don't know if you can see any of the snow still lingering. It is melting a little bit now, but it has been snowing quite nicely this morning. So, a bit chilly in the conservatory, so we need to get warmed and get moving this morning. Starting off, let's just get our feet moving as we did last week with a bit of a walk going and a little bit of a pump through the arms. And do you remember last week we just took a walk out, bent the knees a little bit, bottom underneath you, come back up and in. Let's just do that again. Let's just walk out. Lovely. Thinking about our postural muscles, just toning those nicely as we go, and then back up through. Lovely. Let's just take some knee lifts just to get the legs going, not too high. Lovely. And then just a little kick in front. Again, not too high, just warming through. Just have a little kick. Lovely. Good. We're going to take a knee lift and a kick, and up, and a kick, and an up. Again, not too much. We're going to work them a little bit harder later in the session, but for the moment, just a knee bend and a straight leg lift, just to get our legs going, up and out and up. And then just the same, but out to the diagonal. Again, not too high, not working too hard yet, just warming through. Couple more, up and out and up. Lovely. Let's just get a sway going through the legs now, just working through, just gently warming your feet up, pushing the knees sort of towards your middle toes, but not pushing those shins forward. Lovely. And then just take a little stretch out to the diagonal that you're swaying to get the arms going a little bit too. Lovely. And then just sway out and forward and forward. Out and out with the arms up. Keeping the legs moving so we keep warm. Forward. And already I can feel myself warming up, which is nice. Lovely. Bring the feet back in to lift and straight and bend and straight and bend, straight. Lovely. Add to the diagonal, up and out, up and out, bend and straight. Lovely. Into a sway, down, up, down. Thinking about your feet now, working through them, pointing your toes. Lovely. Good. Out to the side, forward, forward, out to the side, and forward. Now stretch to the diagonal you're going to. Up, up, up. Lovely. Good. Feet back in, walk on the spot, walk. Lovely. Keep that walk going. Now pump the arms a little bit. Good. Excellent. Keep the walk going and do our two stretches out and forward and forward and out. Keep walking, forward, forward, out and forward. Last time. Ready to bend our knee. Next. Off we go. And bend and straight and bend and out to the diagonal. Up and straight and up and straight. Forwards. Bend and straight and bend and straighten and bend and lift. Lovely. Take a sway and stretch. Down, down, forwards, forwards and out, out. Stretch to the diagonal, up and up and up. Bending through your knees. Don't forget, bottom in, tummy tone, walking. And breathe. Shoulders back and down. Lovely. Feet still. Backs of hands together. Forward and behind. When you go behind, thumbs on top, backs of hands towards each other, in and out and in. So you can feel across the chest and your upper back beginning to warm through. Forward and back, forward and back. Lovely. Good. Check you have room to just circle your arms forward and back. Move slightly if you need to. Up and up. Now just bring the arms the other way. We did this one last week too. Loosening through the shoulders. No tension. You might be out here. That's fine, but if you can, bring it up as close to your ear as you can. As you go. Lovely. Have a little shake through and just shake the legs. Good. So we're warmed up and ready to go. Have your feet just a little bit wider than your hips. Take your arms out to the side. Just lift your shoulders up and then pull them back and down. Do that one again. Lift up and then pull them back and down. Zip up through your core muscles here a little bit. Haven't warmed those up too much yet, but just have a little bit of tone there. And we're just going to take some arm circles, palms facing down. Doesn't really matter which way you circle first, because guess what? We're going to go back the other way in a moment. So keep your body nicely under control and just take some little arm circles. And then turn and come back the other way. Lovely. Good. Back the other way again. Good. Arms out to the side, reaching and feel wide, and then back the other way. Good. Just releasing off through the shoulders now. Push with the palm away from you, stretching the arm through your wrist and up through, but pushing through your ribs at the same time. Tummy toned, bottom under control, weight staying on both feet, and push and push and push. Relax the arms down and up to a V, down, up to a V, down, up to a V, down. Start again. So little circles. Again, doesn't matter which way you go first. Feel that lovely movement through your shoulders. Your arms are working hard. Then go back the other way. Back the other way. Try not to let any tension creep into your neck. Just check your shoulders are down. Lovely. Stretch through. Push and push and push and push. Weight through both feet. It's only your upper body which is moving. Pushing, stretching through your wrist, stretching through your thumb joints. Just pushing out and out and out and out. Relax and swing. And up. Relax and up. Relax and up. Relax. Out to the side. Bring them down. Pick up two weights. Doesn't matter which colour they are. Take your feet wide. Pull your tummy in. And we're just going to have them facing down, knuckles facing out. Just lift and lift and lift and lift and lift and lift and lift. Just slow it down. So up, down, up, down, up, down. And add a knee bend in. Down, bottom in, down, shins back, bottom in, body upright, lift and lift and lift and lift. So going a bit lower now, a bit deeper. Good. Tummy tone. Lift. Strong arms, not quite as straight. Don't bend that elbow right back. Good. And up. And now do one forward and one out to the side on the same arm. Forward and side and forward. Always check you have enough room before you start. We don't be knocking anything off any shelves or anything. And up and out and up. It's amazing how warm you get just doing some exercise. I was a bit chilly before we started out here. Now I'm nice and warm. Up and out and up. Now, I don't know if you noticed there, my knee bend's got a bit wishy-washy. So let's do some more squats. Thinking about the squats more than the arms this time. So still doing the arms, but we're now going to focus on the knee bend rather than the arms. And we're going to let the bottom go out a little bit behind us, but not too much. Down, up, down. My arms are doing their thing, but I'm really focusing now on my squats going down and up. So my focus, my thought about my muscle work has gone down to my legs, not my arms. Up and up. And I can go even deeper now, even deeper. Down, up, down, down. Makes me forget my arms are aching a little bit, which is good. Down, down, and lovely. Good. If you're doing that without weights, you could perhaps do that with both arms at the same time. Good. Okay. Turning now slightly, we're going to have both knees a little bit bent, hip width apart. We're going to bring the weights up here, and we're just going to take our arms behind us and behind us. just one at a time. Back straight, chest lifted, chin tucked in a little bit, and then when you've got the hang of the movement, we're going to pull both back, both back, both back, keeping your elbows in as much as possible. We don't want them going out here. We want them staying close to you. And forward, and back, and pull back, gently squeezing in the shoulders, tummy toned, so don't let your tummy hang down. Little squeeze in the shoulder blades, and back, and pull those arms back, and back. Now coming back to that starting position, we're now just going to straighten, and straighten, and straighten, and straighten. Good. Out and in, and out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. Good, keep that going. Feel the lower underarm working, the tricep group of muscles there working. Back, check your back is straight, check your tummy is in. We're not right down here, just a little bend to facilitate that move. But we're straightening that lower arm, straightening the arm. And you can feel exactly where those muscles are working. And straighten, and straighten, and straighten, and straighten. Good, pop one weight down. Take your feet quite wide now. We're going back to a squat with our bottom sticking out, but we're going to bring our weight up to our forehead almost. Down, up, down, up. Again, if you don't have weights, just clasp your hands together, keep your arms straightish, or grab some tins or 2 bottles of water, the litre size bottles from your kitchen cupboards. Think about the down and up, but we're working our arms quite hard at the same time, building up a nice bit of warmth on this cold morning. And down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Good. Down, up, down, and down, and down. Okay, we did this movement last week. Hold on to your weights with the knobbly end, and if you've got a bottle of water, obviously just hold it at either end. Keep your elbows close to your ears to do our down and up. Lovely. Good. So down, shoulders are down, tummy's in, bottom's in. Little bit of flexion in the knees so you're not pushing back through your hamstrings. Down and up and down, up. And at first you think, oh, these are okay. It's only after you've done a few that you really begin to feel the arms working and the muscle group getting tired in your triceps there. So down and stretch and down. My shoulders are staying down, my chin is pulled back, it's not poking forward. It wants to, but I'm controlling it. Lovely. Finish up, and we're going to come down to the chest, letting the elbows come out to the side. So hold your weight however you feel comfy, but your arms, your elbows are coming out and up, down, up, down, up. Take your feet wide, and guess what? We can add some more squats into that one. Bottom in squats, down, keep your elbows at shoulder level, come down, lovely, stretch, down, and again, don't push your elbows right out, keep them nicely under control so you're not jerking the movements, nice and soft, and your elbows aren't pushing right out. Keep your tummy toned so that you don't feel it in your lower back as you do your deep knee bends, your squats, and go down a bit further, down a bit further, then stretch up a bit higher. Lovely. Down and push. Now pretend your weight is even heavier. Down. If you don't have a weight at all, pretend you have, and you've got to push it through something sticky and gooey. Pull it down, push it up, pull it down. Lovely. Good. So not only are you getting fitter, but you're saving on your heating bills by making yourself lovely and warm while you're doing these exercises too. Great. Good. Have a quick breather. Pick up your other weight. Take your feet out to the side And let's go back to our first movement. Down and down. Bottom out slightly, but not too far. Tummy toned, you're in control through your core muscles. And out. And then both. And both. And you have to really focus on keeping your core muscles under control for this one. And think core. Think core. Bend your knees. Out. Lovely. Good, we're nearly there. 2 more. 1 and 2. And have a breather. Well done. So moving swiftly into some waists, have your feet hip width apart again. We're going to feel tall through our body. So just pull your tummy up and in, your bottom down and in. Relax through your shoulders, but feel tall through the trunk of your body. Then open out across your chest and just relax your arms by your side. Soften your knees a little bit, but we're not going to think about the legs too much in this, apart from having your knees a little bit flexed and your feet flat on the floor, baby toes staying down too. We're going to take 2 pushes across, taking the chest with you, and then keeping the chest forward, 2 waist bends over, 4 times. 1 and 2. And stretch. And feel the difference in the rotation there, going around the corner and then going sideways and sideways and around and around and side and side. Still on this side, we're going to bend the knees, go down to our knee, stretch up. Down to our knee, stretch. A little bit of a knee bend, but not too much. It's your body moving. Down to your knee, change sides. So around and stretch and stretch. Tummy tone, bottom in and around and stretch. And again, good, around. Feel the difference in those 2 moves, then bend sideways, rotate, rotate, and bend. And just go down to your knee, not bending your legs too much, down and up, down and stretch, and down, other side again, around, and stretch, around, and push. Keep going, 4 times on each side, around, and stretch, feel the difference, around the corner, now steady the chest to keep it forward. Good, go down to your ankle, down and stretch. Bend your body, weight forwards. Bend your body, little knee bend. Lovely, other side. So go around. Think control through your posture muscles. Good, and push, and up, and around, and around. Lovely, don't let your feet curl off the floor. Around, and stretch. And down we go to our outer ankle and stretch. Bend, down, take your bottom out. Don't let it go out too far behind you. Keep your weight forward. Down and stretch. And down and stretch. Lovely, good. We're now going to reach out and pull back. Reach out and pull back. Reach out and pull back. Keep going with that one. 8 times. Lovely. And out, last time, out and across, other side, out and bend back, out and bend back, stretch and back and stretch and back. 4 more, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Reach across with this arm, 2 and reach and stretch again, around the corner, around and lift. Soft knees, remember, tummy toned, bottom in underneath you. You shouldn't feel this in your lower back, remember. Lovely. And over the top, Go down to my ankle. I know you forgot that bit then. Down and stretch. Forward flexion, lovely. Little knee bend, but not too much. Around and around, over the top and top. Good. Tummy toned, shoulders back and down. Lift and around, around and lift and around. Good. Down to our ankle we go, so bend forward. It's a real shame it stopped snowing. I was looking forward to sending back some snowy videos, but but it has stopped, sadly. I don't have to go anywhere today either, so it would have been really good to have a snow day. Down and up, last one. Good, take both arms out to the side for 2, other side. Bend your knees and go down to the floor, rib slide, push and push. So stretch for 2 and bend and bend. Bend your knees down to the floor and slide and slide. I forgot what I did then. 2 up, lovely, up, down to the floor, down for 2 and slide, push up and over the top, good, go down, bend your knees a little bit and rib slide, again, stretch up, soften your knees, bend in your body, down to the floor with knees bent, slide and push and up, down to the floor and push and rest there. Ready for some floor work? Okay, so here we are lying on our sides on the floor, knees bent, pushing up on our hip. You can lie all the way down if you'd rather, but I prefer it up here. And when you're in a good position, tummy in, we're just going to start lifting that knee up and down. So the knees are both bent, you've glued the big toe together and your heel together. A little bit of support if you want to with this hand in front. Shoulders are down, you're lifting your own body weight up using your side core muscles, and we're going to start lifting that knee up towards the ceiling. So we did this a few weeks ago in the weekly workout, really good for working deep in the bottom there, deep in the cheek, in your hip, getting things going. Lovely. So up and down, and also these inner thigh muscles are working quite hard at the same time. So a double whammy there. And if you are up here, you're working your core. If you're lying down flat on the floor, make sure you're in a nice square position too. Lovely. So our body isn't twisted, facing up, body is facing towards the screen here. Lovely. And as you can see, I tried to do this filming this morning, so I hadn't planned it, but I thought with the snow falling in Jersey, we don't get it very often here, woke up to a lovely covering this morning, but now, just after 10 AM, it's practically gone already, so it's almost like it didn't happen, but it was all very exciting first thing. Anyway, I hope you're all snugly and warm, all of you, and didn't get caught up in all of that snow, especially in the West Country. Good, okay, so now let's push the legs out straight, and we're just going to take some leg lifts here. Again, supporting your body weight, tummy in, tummy, button and chest facing forward, legs slightly in front of your body, if it's not very comfy for them to be straight out to the side, but not behind you. And then with our lifting, not touching the other toe, so you're just hovering above. So your inner and outer thighs working quite hard now to keep this going. Good, have a little breather, come down. We're going to bend in, stretch and take it back. And in and back. And in and back. And this shouldn't be uncomfy anywhere, there shouldn't be any tension creeping in. You shouldn't be able to feel it in your lower back or through your back muscles if your postural muscles are under control and you're facing straight on. Lovely. Good, so we're going in, out, back, and in, out, back. Now just lift up and down again, and up, and up, and up. Good. From here, we're just going to relax our feet off and take some circles, going back, up, over and forward to start off with. Try not to lean on that front hand, it's just there for a little bit of support. Feel the muscle working deep into your hip, through that upper leg in particular. And then when you've had enough of those, go back the other way. Lovely. So I say lovely, but they're actually horrible, these movements, but you can feel where it's doing you good. And if you do have problems in your hips and things from running or doing long walks, this is a really, really good one to help strengthen those muscles in there. Good. We're now now going to lie on our back and do some tummy work, and then we're going to come back up and do the other side later. So tuck the tummy down, have your feet and knees hip width apart, not too close to you, and take your hands behind your head. We're going to start off just pulling our knees in and down and lift our upper body up and down. Oh, now the sun's coming out too, very nice. Down, lift and down. Keeping our tummy toned as much as possible. Up and down, tummy button pulling down towards your spine, relaxing through your shoulders. In and down, lift up. Remember, a tennis ball under our chin whenever we do any of these sit-ups keeps our head in a good place. And our fingertips are not pulling our head up, they're just resting there. They're not doing anything. My head is coming up with the movement and lifting itself up. Now we're going to put both together. So we're going to come up, up and down, down and up and down, pulling our tummy button down, in and down and in and down. Good. Bring the arms back down to your side, bring your feet and knees together and take them over to one side and up, the other side and up. 4 times here. We've done this movement a lot. Now do the same but with your tiptoes on the floor and your legs up here. I can't quite go down to the floor on one side because of the camera angle, keeping your shoulder blades on the floor, but you should be able to go right down or go to wherever is comfortable for you on both sides. And just keeping your tummy toned all the way through, bringing your back down onto the floor in between each one, having a lovely stretch and working those side core muscles. The sun is actually beautiful now out here, but there is a draft coming in under this door that I can feel. It's rather chilly still. Lovely. Good. Come back to the middle. Pop your hands behind your head. Ready to bring our knees in and down. Lift up and down. Knees in and down and up and down. Tummy down all the time. Lift. If you can, keep your knees and feet apart, that's good. If not, squeeze everything together if that's slightly easier. Don't yank your head up, let your head lift itself up. And the first few of these, you think, oh, that's not too bad, but as you do a few, it does begin to kick in and you can feel your tummy muscles working. Remembering our theory from last week's workout, you don't want to have a bulge in your tummy. As you do these, you want your tummy to be flattish as much as possible. And up and down. One more. Lovely. Let's do both together. So 2 up and 2 down. Up and press. And down, tummy flat. Up and press. Down, keep your tummy flat. Up, shoulders relaxed. And down and up. If it becomes a strain on your neck, just stop. Lovely. Bring everything together, relax your arms down to go over and up and over. Shoulder blades down into the floor, over and up and over. Tiptoes in a bit more, over and up and over. You can go down both sides. I'm just for filming angle. I can't get down by the French doors there. Over and up and over and up. Good. Take a little breather from those movements there. Bring your tummy down and just take some of our scissor legs and scissor, and 1 and 2 and 3. Keep your tummy down. 1. If you want to, you can add in the elbow as we normally do. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Tummy flat and flat. Lovely. Good. Out and out. Keep breathing. Keep that tummy down. Try not to let those muscles bulge up. Shoulders relaxed. And just rest it there for a moment. Good. We're now going to roll up and we're going to try and remember which side we worked our legs last time. So I was over that side. So I'm now going to roll over here, bend my knees in, check I'm lifting my body up through. So my core muscles are engaged here in a toned way. My knees are slightly forward. Relaxing down, just putting a little bit of support here with the arm that's coming over here. We're not leaning on it, it's just a bit of support. And our knee is going up and down, up and down. Our tummy's toned, our other elbow is underneath our shoulder, just have to adjust mine slightly. So always make sure you're in a good position before you start these moves. Lovely, and then feel it working deep in the hip, as we said. Good. Over. And don't forget the tummy work we've just been doing, because guess what? We're going to lie down and do it again in a minute. Just 30 minutes just isn't long enough. I know these workouts always go over and I always say it. It's just not long enough to get all the exciting things in, all the work we need to do for the weekend. But it's a good start. Lovely. Let's slide the legs out now and let's just do some lifting and lowering. So easing back down on top of the other leg. Remember to have your legs going out in a straight line if possible, but if that's not comfy, bring them forward rather than back. Don't take the legs back behind you at all. Okay, this arm is still here. You can pop it up here if you know you're confident with your keeping everything under control here. But if not, just for a little bit of support in front of you. Tummy's toned, ribs back, and we're pulled out of our shoulders. We haven't sunk right down, so pull out through. And then do the lifting without touching the other foot when you come down. So the muscles have to work a little bit harder to keep it there. Good, now pull in and go back. Pull in and go back. And keep your body steady as you do this and make the work come from your hip joint. That's the whole point. So we're not rocking and rolling the body. The hip is doing the work. And as I said before, it shouldn't feel uncomfortable up through your back. If it is, just check what your lying position and adjust it as appropriate. Lovely. Good. Have a little breather, pop it down. Ready then just to relax the feet off to do the circles we did. Going round. And these are a killer, I think. These are horrible. But they really work deep in the hip, deep in your buttock, which is great. And also you can feel the thigh work there, lifting that heavy leg off the other leg. And then when you've had enough, go back the other way. Don't flex or point your feet too much. Keep your feet relaxed so you don't give yourself cramp through your foot. Lovely. Good. We've had enough of those. Let's just shimmy over in a controlled and toned way to go down to the floor to try and get our brains now around the spine work we did. So our feet were hip width apart, knees are hip width apart, our hands were behind our head, pull everything down through here, but in a toned but not tense way. Keep breathing as we pull in and down, and lift. Tennis ball under your chin, in and down, and lift, and down, in and down, lift, down, down. Last one. Both together for 2. So up, curl in and down, pull up, extra pull and down. Keeping everything as flat as you can through your core and down and up and down. Good, okay. Relax your arms by your side, pull your feet and knees together to go over and up, over and up. Keep your shoulder blades on the floor, keep your tummy button down. Do these slower if you find them harder, don't rush them so fast. And then when you've done a few, bring your tiptoes in to go over and up. Relax through your shoulders still and up. Funnily enough, I've got more room on this side. I must be lying on a funny angle with the door so you can get your knees down. Don't strain to get them to the floor. If they're not quite making it, that's absolutely fine. What we're working on obviously here is these side core muscles and also the front core muscles as we keep everything in balance using them. So as you come back up in the middle, your lower back is going back into the floor because your front tummy muscles are working hard. Lovely. We haven't tensed in the shoulders and then come back. Then do some scissor legs. Lovely. Just because we can now, and they are a really good tummy flattener. Hands over your head if you want to, But if you know your spine creeps off the floor, don't pull your hands over your head, and then take your elbow towards your knee and knee and knee and knee. And my coffee is now calling out to me. I'm looking forward to my coffee after this workout. And down, in and in and in and in and in, and pull everything back down just to go back to the beginning again. So have your feet and knees hip width apart, pull in and down, lift up and down, pull in and down, lift up, down, pull in and down, lift and down, in, lovely, in for 2, so, or everything in and down, down, my brain is working overtime here, down, down, and pull in and in, keep everything flat here, it was hard to think about everything at once, lovely, one more, in, pull everything together, over to one side and up, the other side and up, one side and up, the other side, keep your shoulder blades down, slow it down, if it is hard to do this movement, around and down, around and down, pull the feet in, I think I'm speeding up because it's actually a really cold draft blowing in underneath these doors, so this floor is freezing today. And over and lift and over, shoulders down, use your core muscles to pull you up and down, and it's controlled all the way, good, well done, just curl into a little ball there. We're going to finish and stretch down here today, you'll be glad to know. So from here, pop your feet back down onto the floor, lift your right foot, put your ankle on your knee, we've done this stretch before, pull the knee in and push this knee out. We've done some hip work, so it's quite nice just to have a lovely stretch. But this is a good stretch in its own right, just to do on a regular basis. So, tennis ball can still be under your chin, shoulders are relaxed, and then we'll pop the feet down to do a little swap over. So put your left ankle on your right knee, lift your right leg up, push the left knee out, and pull gently the right thigh in. Your tummy muscles are still toned, keeping that under control. Your shoulders are relaxed, and you still have a tennis ball under your chin. Enjoy that stretch. Lovely. As I say, great if you've been walking a lot, running as well. Really, really good exercise, really good stretch to do. And come down, good. Just stretch both feet up into the air, pull your toes back towards you, and just feel that stretch down the backs of your legs. You might only be here, you might be up here, wherever you are, then reach your hands up. Lovely. And just enjoy that stretch right up the back of your legs. And relax off. And just have a little curl, just lift your head and curl forward. And release back down. Come to sitting up. Lovely, and I'm just going to turn around and face you. Sit in a comfy position wherever you feel comfy, either cross-legged or with your knees a little bit bent in front of you. And we're just going to pull up through your back, lift up over. We did some weight work, which seems quite a long time ago now. So just have a stretch through your arms in this position. And then lift up and stretch the other way. Good. And then in whichever position you've chosen, so either cross-legged or out here, just relax forward, let your spine round, pull your tummy in, pull your ribs back, drop your shoulders. As you notice, mine had crept up then, but just drop your shoulders. And then lift up through, take a lovely, lovely lift up to the sky. Positive thoughts for the day or the evening, shoulders back and down. You've done another workout, which is brilliant. Relax down. Well done.